Alrighty guys, I've got a little bit of a trick to removing the paint from a VW Type 4 fan shroud. Been doing up this engine and I want to clean off all the old paint from the fan shroud. Now I had the option of either media blasting or soda blasting, but it was going to cost me quite a lot of money, so I decided that I'd try and figure out a better way to do it. Now, as you can see, this tinware's got quite a lot of old bits of silver paint that someone's put on there at some point, and I want to strip it back so I can redo it and make it look pretty good. Now, what I've found is that you can use a paint stripper on the aluminium. I was going to use oven cleaner, but I heard that it reacts badly with the aluminium, and that can give you basically pitting and a reaction that you probably don't want. So I'm going to show you now just how easy it is. You just need a few things. I purchased a product called Polystrip. It's basically used for any sort of painted surfaces, whether that be metal or wood or aluminium. And so yeah, and you only need a small paintbrush, a wire brush, a sponge, and a bucket of water, something to wash it off with afterwards. So let's give it a go, and we'll show you the results. All right, so let's paint some on this bottom section, and let's see what happens. So you just take a brush and it's sort of like a clear fluid. Basically, we're just going to paint it on nice and thick, and we're going to see it hopefully start to bubble up. You can be sort of quite generous with it, because basically it's just going to penetrate all the levels of paint on there. Don't know how many's on there. I think there's about 2 or 3. And we're just going to paint this whole little area. Try to work on smaller areas, because this stuff will dry out, and you don't really want to be scraping off this stuff while you're trying to scrape the rest of it off. As you can see, it's already starting. It's starting to blister, and in a couple of minutes you'll see it coming off. Let's put a bit more on top here. Okay, can you see it's starting to bubble up already? So it's already working into the layers of paint, and it doesn't take long. With the brush you can just wash it off in a bit of water. So I've got a bucket of water here, just to save my paintbrush a bit. Okay. Yeah, it's cooking it nicely. As you can see, the bubbles are really coming up, and you can see it's lifting that paint layer all the way around. And like I said, it doesn't take long. I think the longer you leave it, the more it penetrates. Now I've just got a screwdriver, and you're just going to be able to see how easy it's pulling that paint off. Now, yeah, it's really nice. And it's probably the easiest way that I've found, and least expensive, to strip all this paint back so I can make it all nice and new. So you can see, just wash that off again. Like I said, it's just really nicely coming off. I think it's only going through about 1 layer at the moment. If I left it for longer, probably find that it'll penetrate a bit deeper, but it's still working, it's still going through the layers even. And just keep going. And this is the way you sort of work in a small area at a time, because you really don't want it to dry out. All right. Alrighty. Oh, that's a nice piece. Coming off nicely on the top. You can see that it's gone through the black layer, and there's obviously a silver layer underneath. Just grab a bit of a cloth. And you can wipe it down. Alright. Now I've also got a wire brush, and you can actually see that you can get into all the cracks, and it also helps to sort of break up the next layer. You can see it's just coming off really nicely. And I reckon this is going to be by far the easiest and most cost-effective way to get this back to being a bare metal. Just got a bit of a sponge, just dampen the sponge, just wipe it all over. I don't know if that generally neutralizes it or just helps prep the next layer. Okay. As you can see, you're basically just lifting those paint layers and getting down to raw metal. This section here I did a couple of minutes ago, and just gave it a bit of a wire brush, and it's come up really well. So nice easy way, I reckon, to do this. One side will be 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, and then basically, yeah, we'll move on to the other half. But yeah, if you're doing a type 4 fan shroud, this is definitely the way to do it. Alrighty, I'll talk to you guys later.